Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are keeping well in this pandemic situation and your preparations are also going on fine. Right. So in this video today we are going to discuss about TOEFL, an examination for your English proficiency test. Many of you must already have been aware of it and you know the exam pattern, but here we are going to discuss also how we are going to take our test, how we are going to prepare for it, the syllabus for it, the sections, the various sections of this TOEFL exam, and the various ways how we can make ourselves prepare best for TOEFL. Right? Now, what is this TOEFL? TOEFL, or the test of English as a foreign language. Okay? It evaluates and grades its fluency in non-native English speakers. It is offered by ETS, the very same organization that conducts GRE. Now, qualifying this test will ensure your ability to follow classroom level listening, reading, and speaking. It is a way for foreign universities to ensure that you are not at a disadvantage for a lack of basic comprehension of the language. So you can just say that TOEFL is not just an other standardized test, but rather a means to evaluate foreign students on a fair and universal baseline. There are two types of tests here: internet-based test or IBT and the paper-based test or PBT. You can choose either format based on your preference. What makes TOEFL stand out among other English proficiency tests is its universal recognition. It is also highly accessible and incredibly fair in scoring. If you are looking to establish an official proof of your competence of English language for higher education or immigration or otherwise, then let me say you this is the best test you can take. Now let's discuss about the eligibility criteria of TOEFL. It is mainly taken by students who are planning to study abroad, where the medium of instruction is mainly English. Or you can even say for people who are applying for work visa, where English is one of the communicating languages. Now discussing about its exam pattern of TOEFL, it is focused to the test taker's ability to understand basic instruction level of English, which is needed to actively participate in a classroom level environment. To do so, TOEFL IBT examines your understanding in 4 different sections: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. This will consist of a total 3.5 hours paper. Your communicating skills are tested by reading or listening to questions and speaking or writing to them in response. According to ETS, here is the exam pattern and syllabus in 4 distinct sections that I am going to discuss. Each section will carry 30 points and the maximum TOEFL score is 120. In reading section, you are expected to read and comprehend passages. There are 3 main objectives to it. 1. Your ability to identify key facts and information. Number 2. Understanding of basic topic, the key information details, contextual meaning of words, inference and such. Number 3. Understanding your organization and intent of the passage, the relationship of ideas with respect to the context and organizing the information accordingly. Coming to the listening section, here you are asked questions from the audio that is played for you. It checks whether you are able to identify the key points and intent of the audio or not. Whether understanding is you are capable of understanding or not, ability to understand and categorize the information. Coming to the speaking section, here you will be required to respond to situations that resemble real life. Now here there are two tasks. One that will correspond to an independent task to speak about a familiar topic, and another one an integrated task that requires you to combine listening and reading skills to respond to the questions that are asked. Coming to the writing section, here you will have one independent and the other an integrated task. Here also there is a mandatory 10-minute break to stretch your leg and relax your brain muscles. Basically, this is a short break for you. This new pattern has been greatly shortened from its earlier 4.5-hour version. So fewer questions and shorter tests than before makes it even more appealing for the busy professionals or for college students. So you can understand how beneficial it is. Now let's talk about the exam preparation of TOEFL. ETS provides a set of steps to strategize your TOEFL preparation. To begin with it helps to know your target score and the likely time when you will be taking the test. This is usually based on the average scores of the current and the former students in the program you are targeting at. The next step of your preparation would be to become familiar with the test, and trust me, a multitude of online sources provides you with mock tests and you can prepare yourself for it. Now, let me say you, getting 120 out of 120 in TOEFL test is not very hard. Trust me on this. Let me give you the heading. 120 out of 120. This is really very easy. You might have seen your known ones getting 119 or 117, 118, even 120 out of 120. And trust me, if you just prepare for some time, it will be quite easier for you to get the full marks in TOEFL. Now, how you are going to prepare yourself for TOEFL? I am going to discuss this. Now, as I told you already, there are various online exams. Sample papers are available. Mock test exams are there. So, you can just switch on your internet and get through those papers. Another best way of preparing yourself for TOEFL or any kind of English proficiency test is you read English newspapers every day. This is one of the way I can suggest to crack TOEFL. Now, English newspapers, it will give us information all around the world, whatever is happening. Along with that, there is one more benefit to it. That is, it will make us or give us an efficiency in English. We will come to know about various words, the pattern, the language, the style, and trust me, if you read newspapers every day, I assure you, as you know, there is no harm to it. Rather, you are the one who will be benefited out of it. So make it a habit from today. Get English newspapers. You can get it physically or there are online newspapers also available. So I suggest start reading newspapers from today onwards if you're targeting for TOEFL or even if you're targeting for any English proficiency test. The second thing I would like to suggest is you go through news, English news channels. The way they talk, their fluency, their pattern of saying is very much similar to the Western type of English that we are focusing at. So the more you hear to the English language, the more you are accustomed to it, the more habitual you become, the better or the easier it will be for you to take TOEFL test. Because in TOEFL test, the sections that you get, reading, writing, speaking and listening. For listening, what you have to do, you have to be very attentive. You have to pay your full concentration to what they are saying and to what questions are being asked to you. So, if you are not familiar to the type of fluency they have, to the accent they have, then it will be quite difficult to score in that section. So, it is my advice to you, get through the BBC News and other English news channels are there. So, if you're familiar to the Western accent, trust me, the the TOEFL exam will be quite easier for you. Another thing I would like to say or advise you is vocabulary. Since you know English is not a subject, it is a language. So, what we can do, we cannot learn English in just one day or 1 week or in a month. We have to be regular at it. We have to pay our concentration and dedicate ourselves in learning this language. As you know, practice makes a man perfect. What you can do to get your hands better at English is you can write down few words, that is vocabulary. You can increase your vocabulary by getting through the dictionary. If you are familiar with various kind of English words, your writing section in TOEFL exam will be quite better. And as I told you, getting 120 out of 120 will not be a very hard task for you. So what you can do is, every day you can start with 5 words. A to Z, there are 26 alphabets. So today start with 5 A lettered words. Tomorrow with 5 B lettered words. C lettered words the next day. And so on, carry with D, E, F and so on up till Z. After you finish 5 words for every day, come back again. Give a revision because you might have forgotten the words that you have written, the meaning of the words that are present. So what you do is, it's a better advice, you do a thorough revision. After revising, and if you are confident that yes, you are well to go through it, take another set of 5 words from the dictionary. So in this way, within a span of 3 to 4 months, you will be an expert. You will have loads and loads of words that will be with you, and you will be a definite, you can see for yourself that you are an expert in English writing. And this can be achieved only through getting through the dictionary. Definitely, there are other sources also, as I told you, English newspapers or books or novels and other sources of increasing your vocabulary also. But the best way that I suggest is getting through the dictionary. Since there are so many words that are there, and it is quite beneficial also. Even I have tried this, and my vocabulary, which was not that very good earlier, has increased because of the dictionary only. But let me say you one thing, not only writing down the words and learning its meaning is important, it is also very, very important you have to remember those words. Because once you write down and let it be so, then it is not going to be of any help. There are many words that you can go through, but the most important thing is you have to remember it. Then you can go through the radio also. There are various channels that are there in that are spoken in Western accent, so that might also help you in cracking through the TOEFL exam. So what I suggest is, start preparing for today, from today itself. And if you think that your reading, writing, speaking or listening skills are weak, so the best way I suggested is start with the newspaper, then go to the BBC channels or other English channels that are there. Read books, read novels, start with your vocabulary, get a dictionary, and I think you will be able to crack through TOEFL That is a very easy exam, and I'm sure you will crack in one go, because once you are getting 119 or 120 out of it, there is no point in giving the exam again. So this is a very nice exam if you want to study abroad, or if you want to work abroad. So just follow the steps I have told you, I have advised you, and I think you will be able to crack it. I not only think, I am confident that if you follow these steps, you will be able to crack through it. So I would like to end my video here. Thank you for your patient hearing. Please follow these steps, and that will be of great help to you. Thank you. Keep healthy, keep safe, and continue with your preparation. Thank you.